Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Learn English podcast. I'm Clara.
And I'm Mark. We're so happy to have you here today. Whether you're at home, in the car, or maybe listening while walking, thanks for spending your time with us.
On Learn English podcast, we talk about interesting topics in everyday life and show you how you can use English naturally in conversations.
That's right. And today's topic is something almost everyone loves music.
Music is everywhere. It's in our daily routines, in movies, in restaurants, even in shopping malls. You can't escape it. And honestly, why would you want to?
Exactly. Music inspires emotions, creates memories, and connects people from different cultures.
And in this episode of Learn English podcast, we'll explore how music influences our lives, share our favorite genres, talk about music around the world, and even give you some tips to use music for learning English.
Plus, we'll play a little fun music quiz later in the show.
So stay tuned, relax, and let's talk about music.
Clara, let's begin with something personal. What does music mean to you?
For me, music is like a best friend that never leaves me. When I'm happy, I listen to upbeat songs that make me dance. When I'm sad, I listen to ballads. It feels like music understands my feelings better than words sometimes.
That's so true. I think music is therapy for me. After a stressful day, I put on some jazz or lo-fi beats, and my mood changes almost instantly. It's like medicine without side effects.
I love that. Medicine without side effects. That's a great way to describe music. Do you remember the first song you ever really loved as a child?
Oh yes, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. My dad used to play it all the time in the car. I didn't understand the lyrics at first, but the melody and drama of the song caught my attention. Even today, whenever I hear it, I think of family road trips.
That's a wonderful memory. For me, it was a Disney soundtrack. I didn't know all the words, but I kept singing along anyway. And funny enough, that's how I started learning English, through songs.
That's amazing. Actually, many people say they improve their language skills by singing along to music. You repeat words, practice pronunciation, and sometimes even memorize whole sentences without realizing it.
Exactly! And music is emotional, so it sticks in your brain. For example, I can still remember some songs from when I was a child, but I don't remember what I studied in school that year.
Same here. Music is sticky, it stays with you. By the way, do you usually listen to music when you work or study?
Sometimes, if I need to concentrate, I prefer instrumental music, like piano or lo-fi beats. Lyrics can distract me when I'm writing. But when I'm cleaning or exercising, I go for pop or dance music because it gives me energy.
I'm the same. Instrumental music helps me focus. But when I'm cooking, I love listening to rock. It makes cooking feel like a mini concert in the kitchen.
That's so fun! I think everyone has different music habits. Listeners, think about this. What's your go-to music when you're happy? And what do you listen to when you're sad?
Great question. And here's some useful English vocabulary for our listeners. Go-to song. The song you always choose or rely on. Chill music. Relaxed, calm music. Pump-up music. Music that gives you energy.
Nice. So, if I say, my go-to song when I'm stressed is Happy by Pharrell Williams, that means it's the song I always choose to cheer me up.
Perfect example.
So, Mark, if you had to choose one song to describe your personality, what would it be?
That's tough. I'd say something like Don't Stop Me Now by Queen. It's energetic, positive, and full of life. What about you?
I think mine would be Shake It Off by Taylor Swift because it reminds me not to take things too seriously and just keep going.
Great choices. And listeners, maybe you can think about your own personality song. It's a fun way to express yourself in English.
So, Mark, let's move on to one of the most fun parts music genres. What kind of music do you enjoy the most?
Hmm, tough question. But if I had to choose, I'd say rock and indie. I really love bands like Coldplay, Arctic Monkeys, and The Killers. There's just something powerful about the guitar and drums. It makes me feel alive.
I see. Rock always has that energy. For me, I'm more into pop and R&B. I love artists like Adele, Bruno Mars, and Taylor Swift. Their songs are catchy, emotional, and sometimes perfect for karaoke.
Oh, karaoke. Are you good at karaoke?
Not at all, but I love it. Singing badly with friends is still fun. What about you?
Same here. I'm not the best singer, but I always enjoy karaoke. In fact, one of my go-to karaoke songs is Wonderwall by Oasis. It's simple, everyone knows it, and people always sing along.
Oh, that's a classic. My karaoke favorite is probably Someone Like You by Adele. Even though it's emotional, everyone joins in, and sometimes we all sound terrible together, but it's beautiful.
I like that. Music doesn't have to be perfect. It's about connection.
Exactly. By the way, do you play any instruments?
I tried learning guitar when I was younger, but I wasn't very good. Still, it made me respect musicians so much more. How about you?
I play a little bit of piano, but just for fun. I learned some basic chords to play easy songs. It helps me understand music structure, but I wouldn't call myself a pianist.
That's still impressive. Playing an instrument really gives you a different perspective on music.
True. And speaking of perspectives, here are some useful phrases for our listeners about genres. Catchy, a song that stays in your head. Upbeat, fast, happy, energetic music. Chill, relaxed, calm music. All-time favorite, something you have loved for many years.
Good ones. For example, I can say, Fix You by Coldplay is my all-time favorite song because it always inspires me.
And I can say, Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars is such a catchy song. I can't stop dancing when I hear it.
Nice examples. Clara, let me ask, what's a guilty pleasure song for you? You know, a song you love, but maybe you feel a little embarrassed to admit?
Oh no. Okay, I'll confess. Barbie Girl by Aqua. It's so silly, but every time it plays, I sing along.
That's amazing. Mine is Call Me Maybe by Carly Rae Jepsen. I pretended to dislike it at first, but secretly I loved it.
That's the thing about guilty pleasure songs. They're fun and unforgettable.
Definitely. And listeners, think about this. What's your all-time favorite song and what's your guilty pleasure song? It's a great way to practice speaking English. Just share it with a friend or even write it down.
Music is such a personal thing. No matter the genre, rock, pop, R&B, classical, or even heavy metal, every style has its own charm.
And the best part is, your playlist tells your story. The songs you love are like chapters of your life.
Exactly.
One of the best things about music is how different it sounds around the world.
Absolutely. For example, in Latin America, you hear salsa, tango, and reggaeton. It's all about rhythm and dancing.
Yes. And in Africa, there are rich drum beats and traditional songs that are centuries old.
And let's not forget Asia, K-pop in Korea, Bollywood music in India, traditional instruments in Japan and China.
Even if we don't understand the lyrics, we can still enjoy the beat and energy.
That's the beauty of music. It breaks language barriers. Mark, let's talk about emotions. Do you think music can really change the way you feel?
Without a doubt, if I put on a dance track, I suddenly feel like moving, almost like my body reacts before my brain. But if I listen to a sad ballad, I feel more reflective, sometimes even nostalgic.
I know what you mean. For example, whenever I hear Fix You by Coldplay, I get emotional. It almost makes me want to cry, but in a good way. It's comforting.
That's a great example. For me, Happy by Pharrell Williams is the opposite. It instantly lifts my mood. It's impossible not to smile when that song plays.
Yes, I think music is like a mood switch. It can turn your feelings from sad to happy, from tired to energetic.
True. And sometimes one song can take you back in time. You hear just the first few notes, and suddenly you remember where you were, who you were with, maybe even what you were wearing.
Exactly! Music is like a time machine. For example, when I hear a certain boy band song from the 2000s, I immediately remember being a teenager with my friends.
That's so relatable. I get the same feeling with 90s rock songs. It takes me back to high school.
Here's some useful vocabulary for our listeners. Uplifting, something that makes you feel positive or hopeful. Heartbreaking, something that makes you feel very sad. Nostalgic, feeling happy and sad at the same time when remembering the past. Chills, when music gives you a strong emotional reaction, like goosebumps.
Good list. For example, I can say, that song gives me chills every time I hear it.
And I can say, listening to old love songs makes me feel nostalgic about my school days.
Perfect. Clara, do you ever use music as motivation?
Definitely. When I go to the gym, I listen to upbeat songs. They give me energy and push me to keep going. Without music, workouts feel so boring.
Same here. When I go running, I need fast songs, like rock or EDM. They set the pace for my steps.
It's interesting how music doesn't just affect emotions, but also our physical energy.
Yes, and sometimes it even helps people focus or sleep. For example, classical or lo-fi music is very popular as background music for studying or relaxing.
I agree. I often put on piano music when I need to concentrate. It keeps me calm and focused.
Listeners, maybe you can ask yourself, what song makes you feel uplifted? And what song makes you feel nostalgic?
That's a great language practice. Share your answers with a friend, or even write them down in a journal. It's a fun way to connect music with English.
Because at the end of the day, music isn't just sound, it's memory, emotion, and even motivation.
Well said.
Since this is Learn English podcast, let's share something useful. Clara, do you think music can help people improve their English?
Absolutely. Music is one of the best tools for language learning. Think about it. You listen, you repeat, you sing, you're practicing vocabulary, pronunciation, and even grammar without realizing it.
That's so true. When I was learning Spanish, I listened to a lot of Latin songs. I didn't understand everything at first, but after a while I started picking up words and phrases.
Same with me in English. I used to sing along to Britney Spears songs as a teenager. At first, I didn't know the meaning, but when I looked up the lyrics, I learned so many new words.
Here's a good tip for our listeners. Choose one English song you really like. First, just listen and enjoy. Then, the second time, read the lyrics while listening. And finally, try to sing along.
Yes, That's a three-step method. Listen, read, sing. And here's some useful vocabulary. Lyrics, the words of a song. Chorus, the part of the song that repeats. Verse, the lines between the choruses, usually telling the story. Rhythm, the beat or pattern of the music.
Great. For example, I can say, the lyrics of this song are very meaningful. Or, the chorus is so catchy I can't stop singing it.
And listeners, you can try this exercise. Pick one song and write down one or two new words you don't know. Then look them up in a dictionary and try to use them in your own sentence.
Exactly. Let's give a quick example. Clara, can you think of a song with useful vocabulary?
Sure, Count on Me by Bruno Mars. The phrase count on me means you can depend on me, you can trust me. It's a great expression to use in daily life.
Nice one. Another example is Let It Be by the Beatles. The phrase let it be means to relax, accept things, or don't stress about it. That's a powerful life lesson too,
And that's the beauty of songs. They teach you not only language, but also culture and mindset.
right? And don't worry about your singing voice. You don't need to be a superstar. The important part is practice. Singing helps you practice pronunciation, especially connected speech, the way words blend together in real English.
Yes! For example, in songs you'll often hear gonna instead of going to, or wanna instead of want to. These are common in everyday spoken English.
Good point. So if you practice with songs, you'll sound more natural when speaking.
Listeners, here's a little challenge for you. This week, pick one English song you like. Learn the chorus by heart, and then sing it confidently, even if it's just in the shower.
Singing in the shower is the best. Nobody judges you, and the echo makes you sound like a rock star.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe you'll discover your hidden talent.
More importantly, you'll improve your English while having fun. And that's what learning should be about. Enjoyment.
Couldn't agree more. Okay, Mark, let's play a little music quiz. I'll describe a song and you try to guess the artist.
Sounds fun. Let's go.
All right. First clue. This singer is known for songs like Hello and Rolling in the Deep.
Easy. That's Adele.
Correct. Next, this group is famous worldwide for songs like Dynamite and Butter.
That must be BTS.
Nice. Last one. A pop star who started on YouTube sings Peaches and Sorry.
Justin Bieber.
Yes! You got them all.
Well, we've covered a lot today. Our personal connection to music, favorite genres, how music changes emotions, and even how it helps us learn English.
And we had a little fun quiz too. Remember, this week, try listening to an English song, learn the lyrics, sing along, and maybe even share it with a friend.
Music is not just entertainment. It's also a tool for connection and learning.
Thanks so much for joining us on Learn English podcast.
Don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss our next episode.
Bye for now.